2 hours later.
Hey, what's going on guys? Zakir here, back with another video, and today I'll be talking about how you can be a millionaire by 30. Now, I'm not 30 yet, not even close to being 30, but I will be sharing this formula that most people have used to be a millionaire by 30. So without any further ado, I would like to get into the video, but before we do, please make sure you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Also subscribe to the channel because a lot of contents are coming out and I really don't want you to miss out on them. So now that I've asked you to like and subscribe, let's go start the video. When we talk about being a millionaire, for some people it seems impossible. And then you have the other some who think they can do it overnight. But to be honest, being a millionaire does not only require you to be making money that's a huge amount, but also built in a few disciplines and way of life that normal people would not actually have. Now, what we do is we usually earn $100 and end up spending 110. And what I mean by that is most people have spendings that are higher than their earnings, which causes them to lag behind casually. The Richest Man in Babylon is a book that I have read quite a while ago, but to be honest, it's one of the best books that I have read so far related to money and the way that you should be investing your money. The Richest Man in Babylon has some of the most amazing formulas that you can find on how to accumulate money over the years and how you can be rich by the age of 30, 40 or even earlier. Before I continue the video, please make sure that I'm not saying that you will be able to make money by saving money or that you will be able to make wealth by saving money, because that's really not how it works. There are a lot of factors that is accounted for when you're saving money, such as inflation and other stuff. Therefore, investing money is actually the best option that most of us can go for if we are actually looking forward to make wealth in the first place. The 7 simple rule of money that the Richest Man in Babylon shares is as follows. The number 1 is that you should start to fatten your purse, or the way that it described in the book, it's start thy purse to fatten, which is you increase your income or you start earning money, therefore you start fattening your purse or wallet, whatever you want to call. The second thing that the book suggests is that control thy expenses. Therefore, do not spend more money than you need to. If you spend more money than you make, then you will possibly not be able to make or grow wealth over time. So the best thing to do is control your expenses, or start the habit of controlling your expenses right now. The third point is make thy gold multiply, or in our words, make thy dollars multiply, or whatever currency you are in, make your money multiply. What the book means by this is that you invest money wisely and in places where you understand. A big mistake that most of us end up making is that we put our money into places where we really have no idea about what's going on. What I highly suggest you do is do not invest your money into things that you do not understand, and invest wisely when it comes to investments. The fourth point is guard thy treasures, which it means that do not lose money. Now, you might probably be thinking that I myself have mentioned in other videos that you should only invest the amount of money that you can afford losing. Now, I'm telling you to not lose money. Now, what I mean by not lose money is that you have a limited amount of risk set in your mind, that if my portfolio or if my investment goes to this level, I will bring the money out of the markets or out of the investment, whichever investment you did, depending on the types and sort of investment. But having a fixed amount of risk in your mind is something that we all should be targeting and looking forward to have. The reason why it is so important in the first place is because when we have a fixed amount of risk that we will be considering, or when we are actually focused on bringing our money out at a certain risk level, you never end up losing the entire capital. Now, a major example of this is the current Bitcoin or the cryptocurrency situation. A lot of people have lost huge amount of money in the cryptocurrency world, and the reason for that is very simple. They did not have a stop loss. Now, if you don't know what a stop loss is the level or price level where you get out of the market if it goes against you. Let's say I invest $10,000 into Ethereum. Now, my stop loss was $1,800. So if Ethereum drops at $1,800, then I will be out of the market with a minimum amount of loss. Now, why most people don't do that? The reason for that is pretty simple as well. Most people tend to not do that because people tend to think that they know what's going to happen next in the market, which is actually one of the biggest mistakes that ends up happening, or that we end up committing most often than any other mistakes that you can think of. We have no idea what's going to happen next, so it's always best to take limited amount of risk and calculated risk so that you don't actually end up breaking down simply because of the charts or the price is breaking down. The fifth point is own a home. Now, what the book Richest Man in Babylon means by owning a home is that you invest into real estate. Now, it can be owning a home for yourself or owning a home and renting it out to someone else and then earning an income for that. Now, when you have a home or a place to live in, any kind of bad circumstances, let's say Corona itself, would have a lot less impact on you. The sixth point is ensure future income. You should not be only relying on the current income that you have, but also focus on increasing your incomes in the future. And it's pretty important that we keep note of it. The seventh and the last point is improve thy ability to earn. Now, what it means by improve thy ability to earn is the ability to make money. Now, let's say if you are doing one thing right now, that might be you are an engineer, doctor, or an accountant. And right now, with the whole pandemic thing going on, it's pretty easy to understand why different sources of income is really important to sustain and survive, let alone build an empire. An interesting point is that most of us say that I'm making $1,500 or $2,000 a month, or even more, $3,000 a month or so. But that is really not true. Now, you might be asking, yo, Zakir, what are you talking about? You're probably out of your mind. Now, hear me out. When you say you're making $3,000 for yourself, the reason that it is not true is because the $3,000 you're earning is actually not the money that you're paying yourself. The $3,000 includes your rent, your food, transport expenses, including other expenses, might be luxuries or anything. Now, the amount of money that you save for yourself, that can be $1,000, $500, $200, or whatever amount, is the amount of money that you're paying yourself to keep for you. Now, the book Richest Man in Babylon suggests that you save 1/10 of your total earnings, or at least start by saving 1/10 of your total earnings. Now, what that means is that you save 10% of everything that you make. Now, if you're making $5,000, you save $500 a month. You keep that aside, and then you go on and adjust your expenditures according to that. Different people have expertise in different fields, so always go to the right people, always take advices from the right people. And if you read the book Richest Man in Babylon, you'll understand why taking advice from the right people is so important. It will also be evident to you why saving money is important and how saving money can actually change or start changing your life. So to end this video, if you're wondering if you should starve yourself to death and not eat, that is absolutely not the case. But what I would say is please make sure you start the process of saving money, because once you do that, you start realizing the advantages that you get out of it. And then as time passes by, it becomes more enjoyable and it becomes more meaningful to you as well. Keep investing and reinvesting the amount of money that you make from the investment, i.e., whenever you make an investment and the returns that you get from it, do not eat that up. Instead of eating that up, invest the money back in and let your portfolio or investment grow over time. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I hope this video was valuable. If it was, please make sure you smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more contents coming out every week. Till then, take care. This is Zakir. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Peace.